Hello, my name is Arthur and here is my presentation. Bikes, using muscle-powered methods of transportation. My top three values apparently are adaptability, health, and independence. Adaptability means being able to adapt to the changing world around us. Independence is all about being self-sufficient to some extent. Health is simply staying healthy and being able to fully enjoy one's own life. It also ties in with independence, as bad health often leaves you reliant on medicine and even constant medical attention for day-to-day life. Actions. I'm already doing pretty good. I don't own a car and I don't plan to, both for economical and for environmental reasons. I walk everywhere I can, and if something is too far, I rely on TTC. All of these things are entirely possible for most people, especially those with access to a good public transportation system. Reasons. Any powered methods of transportations, whether cars or planes or trains or boats, require fuel. Thus, they contribute to pollution in some way. They all typically use natural resources. Even trains, which are powered by electricity, likely get said electricity from environmentally damaging sources, like coal or gas. Obviously, civilization like ours will be creating pollution as it exists, and there is no way to reduce it all the way down to zero without becoming cavemen again, and that's not going to help anyone. However, there are still good reasons to drive less. If you want to reduce the pollution, driving less is a good idea, since traditionally cars use oil and it's a non-renewable resource. Even electric cars don't necessarily help as much. Electricity is only as clean as its method of production, and any kind of batteries tend to be dangerous to the environment, both when manufactured and when disposed. There are other reasons to walk or bike, of course. Our culture is plagued with sedentary lifestyle, which is proven to increase one's chances of experiencing many health problems. For example, heart disease alone is the cause of 1 in every 4 deaths in the United States, according to the Center for Disease Control. In addition to that, studies by American Heart Association show that maintaining an active lifestyle can reduce your risk of developing heart disease by up to 45%. So incorporating biking, or at the very least walking, into your life is a good idea. Public transportation also deserves a mention. It's not perfect by far, but it gets people across the city fairly efficiently, and it uses less fuel per person than personal cars. By yourself, there is not much you can do aside from trying to lead an active life and limiting your driving. Even if you don't save the world, at the very worst you'll still be healthier and get to live longer, not to mention richer, because of all the money you didn't spend on fuel. On a more global scale, applying political pressure and supporting creation of more bike lanes and improvements to public transit systems is something you can do. Many cities across the world have already built bike lanes, which works wonders for attracting new bicyclists. Results. The short-term results would just involve embracing a more active lifestyle and avoiding driving as much. There is already an effective motivator in the form of rising gas prices, not to mention the health benefits. In a more global and long-term sense, I would expect to see improvements to public transit systems and more bike lanes being built into the city streets. Perhaps even a motivation in the form of tax benefits could be implemented for people foregoing driving. Lastly, in a very far-flung, futuristic and unlikely scenario, one could maybe expect to see personal cars become a thing of the past. Cities and neighborhoods could be connected with environmentally friendly public transit systems, and all this short-range transportation could be accomplished largely by walking or riding a bike. This is very unlikely to happen.